So if you hear anything in the background, it's me switching the stuff over so that we can get this started. You're actually going to probably hear it here in a second. It's reloaded here. So while I'm waiting for this to load, so I know if okay guys, sorry for the pause. It actually just loaded up and it's telling me now that you guys can hear me. So just to let you guys know, I did make one transaction on the team since the last time I played, which was obviously last week. I went ahead and picked up the middle linebacker Jalen Smith from the pick him up. He is likely going to just stay as a backup for Shazier unless Anthony Barr for some reason leaves or TJ Watt leaves. He'll probably be shifted to one of those. But that's the only move I made, and because it's Easter, this will be a full game that we will be playing. So this will be a lot longer of a video than normal for us, and I'm hoping you guys will enjoy the full game playthrough. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it so that I can try to have this done by like 4:30. There will be a type of mercy rule in place, and that mercy rule will be if I get 28, if I'm up by 28 and it's late, if it's late in the third quarter, more than likely the rest of the game will be simmed, just because I'm sure that they won't be able to score 28 in like less than a quarter or in less than a quarter and a half maybe. As you can see, Elliott's tearing up the fields of play right now. We're doing good on tackling, a little bit better tackling-wise at our right end spot. Both our linebackers are actually doing quite well on both sides, but we have the flip record of theirs, unfortunately, because I think we played stiffer competition. So I'm just going to let you guys know now, there will be probably either a second video today, or there won't be another one until maybe late Monday or Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to make any promises of when stuff is posted. You guys should know this by now. I like the surprise factor of when I post as opposed to everyone knowing when I'm going to post. But with that being said, let's go ahead and focus on the game at hand, and then afterwards maybe we'll do some discussing about what's to come. So we are here to kick off first against the Cowboys.
And we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota.
So keep in mind, guys, this is season 2. So I don't know. I might do one more season after this. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we're gonna go into this formation just because it does have a QB spy. I know they're gonna have Elliott run on the first play. Or fucking not. Oh, we just missed the sack there. I didn't have anyone down below to help him out, so I expected to get that sack, and I just missed it.
But even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind.
Okay, so I'm going to be Jalen Smith a lot if I'm going to be like trying to cover people, because you know that's what you do as a user. You always use your middle linebacker. So far, Prescott's 1 of 2 with 0 yards being gained. And I think I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, or the first play on defense. I might actually change this because I don't like this look. I'm just going to be Shazier and try to like control the middle here. Alright, Sheldon Richardson and one other guy combined for a sack there. And let's go ahead and do a punt return. So we only let them have the ball for about a minute, 5 seconds. Hopefully we can burn more time than that to make this game not last too long. I know we're going to burn more time because we're probably going to hopefully have more plays ran than 3.
The Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I don't even think I should have the announcers on because they never make any sense. They're like, the fourth down run is, and I'm like, we didn't have a fourth down run. I don't know why.
And now second down.
Okay, let's go ahead and do a slant on this play. Let's have Thielen coming across. Let's have Rudolph be blocking, and then let's have McCaffrey run the same type of route he normally runs. You kind of have to hurry that one up.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
So,
defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of point scoring.
I don't know what to do.
So when they're that high powered,
so really wanted this to be a longer drive. I mean, we did take off a little more time than they did, but it's also not enough to really make this a quick video. Okay, so there's Diggs. Yeah, that's Diggs.
That means your offense has to keep pace.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
2 for 21 so far. That's a pretty good start for our quarterback. Hopefully it stays that way.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available.
We just need one more blocker, and that would have been good. Okay, so it looks like running is not going to be our forte today, but that's a normal thing. We normally don't have good running. We're going to have to rely a lot on the pass game, which I'm kind of worried about. I mean, so far we're doing well. It's just that we're pretty bad. In case you guys haven't watched the other games, we're not very good once we get into the red zone, and we're approaching the red zone, but we're not quite in it yet.
Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
I almost traded Kyle Rudolph, I'll be honest with you guys, on the quarterback to have someone good to throw to. And Justin Tucker with a 59-yard field goal, and it's good. We're up by 3. But so far, defensively we've done well, and then offensively we were able to get some points. Hopefully we can do better on the next drive offensively, and defense just keeps doing what they're doing. I do like who my middle linebackers are. You know, obviously the two being Shazier and Jalen Smith, who I actually stole from these guys. I think that might have weakened their defense because it was their best middle linebacker. So I'm hoping that's part of the reason why their defense isn't playing as well. That sucks. No. Fumble. God damn it. I didn't have anyone nearby to pick that up. So we're almost instantly in a situation where they can probably tie the game now, so that kind of sucks.
But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like
you guys already know I'm not much of a defensive player, obviously from me barely really using defense. But I figured me playing defense today just because it's Easter was a good idea. Hopefully we can hold them and they don't get any more yards, and we can hopefully not allow any more points or any points here. Because I don't really like our chances if this is going to be a blow-for-blow type of game.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
And we already have like the flip or mirrored results. They have the better ground game and we have the better pass game. I kind of want to not do this. I want to go man-man, but I don't really know how that's going to work. And that's a pick by somebody, and obviously they don't let me turn around fast enough to take it the other way. But defensively, there's a pick, which we obviously, I think we need, because I don't think our stats were that good interception-wise so far.
But he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play.
Okay, McCaffrey. Okay, so McCaffrey has a few positive yards, or he has 1 positive yard. So he's 3 rushes a yard so far. Hopefully we can keep improving on that. Let's do an inside zone. Either gain the first down here or just make it just an easier third down to convert. That's good. That's good. That's a good one. 4 for 21 now. So he went from 1 yard to he just gained 20, and now he's above 5 yards per carry, which is good. I'm going to have Rudolph run the drag, and then I'm going to have McCaffrey run the normal route I normally have him run in the pass game.
think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All right, so he gets 6 there. We're already where we were when we kicked the field goal last time. So let's go ahead and run with McCaffrey again here.
Early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one,
you see at the bottom, Detroit's up 7-0 on Kansas City. Hopefully that changes because we need some of our division rivals to lose to give us a chance to still win the division. 3rd and 1 now.
Take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Typically, we think
we're going to have Diggs run the slant, and then we're going to have Barrett run behind us, and we're going to have Rudolph not. Actually, no, we're going to have Rudolph still run the slant. Because since this guy was converted from quarterback, I don't think he'd be as good with his catching stats. So we're 6 for 6, 40 yards, no touchdowns, but no picks either. So that gives us a good start point so far. This is Ruff, which I think is our drafted guy. Let me check that out real quick. Yeah, he was our draft pick this year. He's our 3rd string right now. JT Barrett might get shifted back to quarterback because we don't have any really, solid guys here. And I think he's like an 80-plus overall at quarterback, so
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first.
I might wait till it's time to re-sign him, though, because I think it'll be cheaper to keep on the team when he's a running back as opposed to a quarterback.
Go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down.
Okay, let's see if McCaffrey can pick this up for us. Nope. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, he does. 7-yard pickup there. Wasn't expecting him to break free of that tackle. Right, let's have McCaffrey run here again.
They're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best.
Okay, that wasn't the best.
Do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural.
So now he's averaging exactly 5 yards a carry.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, so James is going to block. Rudolph is going to run the drag, obviously, and then Barrett's going to run the same one he did last time when he caught the ball.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Okay, there you go. 7 yards for our converted running back there.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain.
Let's try McCaffrey run the opposite. It looks like they have 9 for 2nd and 3. Let's see if we can hit Rudolph coming across. Actually, no. For once, I'm going to have McCaffrey run that. Rudolph is going to run something else. And then both my backfield guys are going to empty out here. McCaffrey does not juke him out, but does get us down to the 5. Let's try a slants play with Rudolph blocking and Ruff doing this route. Hopefully he doesn't get caught up on the line, and he does not. He's going to be open, but doesn't pick up any yards.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Let's try this play.
I agree with you totally.
We'll probably try to get it to
there's just not a lot of space.
Thielen here.
So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you got
he was cracked. Got us down to the 1, though.
In order to do that, that one didn't work.
So far, not the best game for us, but still, I'm liking the start we're on right now compared to what we were starting with last time. I am watching this, and it looks like I do need to start upping the quality a little bit more. So, but the problem is it will go all the way up to 720, which will take a lot of data to stream. So if you guys would like me to up the quality to 720, comment down below or like the video. If you don't care, then go ahead and dislike it, but it's up to you guys right now how this goes.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
The PAT will likely be good, but I'm not going to count it until it does, and it is going to be good because nobody blocked it, and I hit it right down the middle. So that was a 14-play, 72-yard drive with 7:26 ticked off the clock, I think is what that said.
That one was an extended drive. 14
All right, let's see if we can get this kick to be another touchback. I don't like it all being touchbacks, but I don't want to try to angle it to where it hits the one when it comes to kickoff.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's try
now,
this
Prescott
play.
of the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
I think that Elliott's going to run here, so yeah, he is. And that only gets him a yard.
But what could result? And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself.
Let's try this, because I don't think they're going to run with him twice, but if they do, I'm going to make sure I'm ready for it. Okay, so they're not.
He gets it to Humphreys.
I kind of forced him out there, but not really.
It's third down.
Adam Humphreys was there. He was somebody that they signed in free agency.
He creates mismatches with his size.
This will likely be the last play before the end of the first quarter, and so far, I don't think this has been going on for too long. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell by the stream I'm definitely going to have to up it. So I don't know if the like or comment thing is going to matter after this, because I'm probably going to have to up it regardless. It is kind of annoying that I have to do that. I understand that it's better quality for watchers, but it does kind of suck because it does take more data, which means I'll have less less data to live stream with later. But I might up it for the next video that could be released later today, which might be the Road to the Show series, to be honest, because I haven't done an episode of that for a little bit. Or it might be the Aftershocks franchise mode. I'm not sure which one it's going to be yet, but I guess we'll find out.
Prescott on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football,
there,
but
so
also
no,
not getting a lot of help out there
going on there.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
Daniel Hunter, Delaney Hunter, I forgot what his name is. But he's who I'm going to probably stay as when I come to blitzing. I'm going to let everyone else do their thing.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
That only gets in the yard too, so we're doing a pretty good job holding Elliott down right now. It'll be Watt this time. I think I can probably get the Prescott here if we go fast enough. Unless they run it, then obviously we're not going to get the Prescott. And they're actually going to double cover that side. Fumble! Alright, we picked up the fumble.
And this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Okay, let's see. Maybe Thielen coming on the slant. McCaffrey, I'm not going to do the fake on this because I don't trust fakes. Rudolph gets us down to their 47. So far, a perfect performance by our quarterback, which isn't a very likely occurrence for us. And it likely won't stay perfect all game, but I'm going to take the win as we have it right now.
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great
McCaffrey runs up the middle, gets us the 43. Not the thing, I hate it when that thing pops up. It's saying I don't have good internet to stream with, and I'm hoping it's wrong because I would like to finish this without that being the case.
But I love watching a team that has enough confidence.
And I think that actually dropped the quality even more, which isn't very nice.
And he stopped immediately there.
I'll probably have to watch this post-stream, because it might just be because of how I'm streaming. Because 360, normally when you're watching a video, isn't that bad of a quality. So I don't know if maybe it's just because it's being live streamed that the quality is bad. Let me know for those of you who watch this after the stream, if as bad as the stream looks to me isn't the case, it's all blurry while it's streaming. And I'm hoping that's not how it really looks, because if it is, then I'll have no choice but to help the quality, you know?
There for the Vikings. 42 yards.
There will always be a place from
Diggs or James will probably be the move here.
When you can pick it up in big chunks.
For those of you who are wondering, the Tomb Raider series is over because I got rid of the game.
And he'll get into the
and it's so I can make room for other games. A new game here within the next month or two. Also, the streams might go down too here soon, because within the next month or so we'll be in another different location in terms of where we're living, and more than likely we'll have the same type of internet. We'll just be living in a different spot in town. So I don't know how well that internet's going to be because of it being based off of data for a phone. But let's get back to the game here. 17 to zip right now. Once again, I'm not going to do the 21 mercy rule, especially at this stage of the game. Almost a half sack for Hunter and whoever I was blitzing with there.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a half.
But Hunter did get the full sacks, and that's his 5th of the season, which you guys obviously just saw. Oh, you ran right into us on that one, pal. Who was that? Webster? Yeah, Webster. Good job, Webster.
I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the
Okay, let's see if I can get Watt there for a sack so that we can end this drive with a pretty good defensive showing. Got him! It doesn't count. It doesn't count as a safety, unfortunately.
It'll be 4th and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this
We're actually going to return a punt. Trucking. Double teamed him on that.
There's still a long way to go in this football game. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over.
All right, we're going to do a run on this one. We're up by 17. So we can do a little bit more runs and maybe a little bit more of those, trick plays or whatever. Is that a flag or is that holding? I'm going to be pissed that that's holding. And of course it is. Watch us be pushed back several chunks of yardage, and then all of a sudden we can't even score touchdowns anymore. First down and 8. That's a pretty weird number. All right, so Diggs gets us down to their 32, which means we're back in field goal range. Let's go ahead and run it with McCaffrey.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receivers trying to do.
Now, with us having Justin Tucker, which is a very huge advantage, because obviously field goal range is basically anywhere from the 50 on and maybe even a little bit further. Or 42 so far is where we've been at to hit field goal. I'm pretty sure you can hit a 60-61 yarder with him probably, if not a little bit more. So for those of you who plan on doing these type of things, always try to get someone like Tucker, or with the updated rosters, you can have someone like Badgley from the Chargers, or someone along those lines if you want a reliable target. And that's actually our first incompletion of the game so far. So great game for our quarterback. So far, running game has picked it up since the first couple carries. We're going to try to, at their minimal, just try to get a field goal here. We're going to not make any unnecessary risks. James gets us down to the 26. So it was 16 of 17. It's at 120, I think, and 2 touchdowns for our quarterback so far. So we're not doing that bad through the air. And I don't think we're doing terrible on the ground for the first time in a couple episodes. Okay, so now we're up 20 zip on the Cowboys. This is a game we desperately needed to go this type of direction, though, just because of all the losses we've already took this season. Unless we do a complete turnaround, we're probably not going to make the playoffs, or at the bare minimum, we won't be making, or we won't be winning the division.
And out now come
Also, I
Cowboys.
might be getting another new mic later. This one isn't bad, but I'm trying to get one that's a good backup in case this one does start not working.
Lose the field position battle as a general rule.
I didn't mean to go for a tackle right away. Okay, so they have 7 rushes for 31 yards. Hopefully they show us the difference in rushing yards, because I think we might have a little bit more rushing.
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
Okay, so 2nd and 9 now for the
Cowboys. And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, so the safety comes up, makes that tackle, keeps them from getting a first down. But it's 3rd and 2.
And it got to the second level. And what I mean by that
We're going to go man coverage for this one.
First level being the
and I'll be the guy who's blocking Elliott in case he runs into these shady tackle.
And oftentimes we call them a hybrid combination defensive back.
That was bad. That was a bad tackle.
Linebacker make the stop.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Third catch of this first half for
okay, let's go ahead and do this one. This is a good coverage play.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised.
We get the ball first to start the third, too. So if we end up getting more points here, I might end up simming the entire game from this point on or switching back to just offense. Because at this stage, if we were to get more points, it'll be 23 or 27-0 if they don't score here. And that's a pretty big deficit that I hope the defense won't let up on if we end up having
second down throw for Prescott.
It feels like we're going to have
to. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time.
Dante Moncrief is now with the Cowboys, as you guys heard. That's a pretty good receiver, just not the best, you know?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them.
Let's see if we can get past it. We couldn't get past the line.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Okay.
So they took a shot there on third.
No one got the ball there, so we didn't get a pick. They also did not get a big completion.
Early in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively.
We might do the last, we might actually switch to all offense again after this coming drive, especially if we score. Like, I know I said I was going to play the whole game because it was Easter, but if it keeps going this way, it won't be a very entertaining game. It won't have any suspense to it, you know? I kind of want you guys to watch it because there's some suspense instead of just watching me blow out a team. But you guys can leave your comments below if you'd rather me start doing this type of setting where I play until I'm ahead by a decent amount, you know, for the offense and defense. Or if you want me to keep to the all-offense thing I've been doing.
That one goes for 36 yards.
So I want you guys to give me input, but, you know, when a lot of you dislike it, you don't really give me anything to work off of. So it's like, I don't really know what you guys want me to do differently. Or I don't know if you just don't like me, you know? That could be a good possibility, too.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
McCaffrey gets us down to their 45. Okay, yeah, we have, I think, a little more running yardage than Elliott now. McCaffrey, we're going to run with him again and just keep trying to take the time down a little bit. After this drive, if we score a touchdown, I'm going to start just playing all offense again. I feel like you guys can tell I'm pretty good when I rush, but I'm not great when it comes to coverage. You know,
back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey.
And that's kind of why I don't play much defense, because otherwise it'll be very boring for you guys really to see most of the time.
First down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And let's see if we can get Rudolph or Diggs involved here. I might go for Edelman, but I don't think he's going to be able.
Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
Diggs gets us down to their 28. Good play.
He is putting on a show in this set.
But oh, so effective.
Like, I have it playing on my laptop in front of me right now, so I am, you know, enjoying the stream right now. Hold on.
And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
Diggs gets us in. I'll probably kick the extra point and then start playing offense.
Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
So it'll be 27-zip now, and I don't think my defense is going to allow us to lose. So let's go ahead and do Super Sim and start only playing as the offense. All right. 55 seconds left. We might be able to do some damage.
The offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side.
Down to 20. I don't think we're going to do anything else this game, honestly, in terms of
it's 2nd down.
In terms of this quarter, actually. I don't think we're going to do much else. We're probably just going to try to get a couple more completions, keep padding the stats a little bit more. And I don't know. I might end up putting in one of the backups if we get up even more so. I'm actually going to keep trying for a score. Going through them quite easily right now. And we have 3 timeouts, so we might as well at least attempt to score again.
They're going to look to throw. Slant route caught by Edelman. And
okay, that's a timeout there.
Of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now
we're probably going to do one more play, try to get a bit easier of a field goal, and then bring on
14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and it's 2nd down.
All right, I actually think I'm going to go for one more run play, probably. Maybe another pass play.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd.
Yeah, I'm going to do one more run play and just try to center the kick now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt.
So now we are up 30-zip now. And probably after this drive, I'll put in the backup and maybe just send the rest of the game, to be honest.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this
mainly because it looks like I'm going to have to help with some type of dinner preparation, so...
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think
Edelman will probably be marked up to 50.
Yeah. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
We might do just watch play-by-play after this drive just to see what our offense and defense does.
They all came together there in breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Good job by Gibbs.
That time as that'll move the chains.
Go ahead and do a no huddle here just so we get him a little bit off balance. And I have both the main receivers doing deep routes.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Might go ahead and take a shot at the end zone
nice
here
job
just
to get 8
because of
there
how
after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to go for
today. We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker
I was
that makes
going
tackles.
to, but McCaffrey.
We just saw the linebacker make that block.
Oh, he almost got us in.
Make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Let's go ahead and do a goal line and let the fullback get in here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And just a short game that time.
One more try at this, it looks like.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
We're actually going to go for a quarterback.
And that's the problem with putting a bigger personnel package in. A lot of times it makes it hard to find space. And now you're looking at 3rd and goal.
All right, so we get the touchdown, and we're probably going to just sim the rest of the game, but do a play-by-play in case we're needed, or we'll probably play the moments. Play key moments, I guess. What do we get here? Interception. Okay, I'll go ahead and play this, I guess.
A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense.
You don't want to sim the rest of the game. You guys have like half a video worth of game and the rest of it being nothing. But I also don't want to beat a dead horse at this point, you know?
10-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to
go
for
for
that
a
4-minute
fullback
offense to close the game out.
again.
But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the give, this is their
Plus, I know there's a lot of you who don't like the Cowboys anyway, so this might actually still be a little bit entertaining for most of you. Maybe.
The 3-yard gain brings up a third
down. Let's go ahead and do a run by Hutch and see if we can finish this off.
If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist.
No, we're not going to finish it off, but we're down to 2.
It's pretty good.
I'm like still in the I'm still in the goal line formation for some reason.
At that point because the contact is going to be strong.
I thought it was weird that we were calling all this
lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll drop the throw.
That's out of bounds. Come on, game.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down.
And he'll get into the end zone.
Rudolph gets us in, and that'll probably put us up by 44. That's pretty ridiculous. So we have another moment here to play.
So the situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back.
I'm going for Edelman on this. Like, if it gets picked, oh wow. It'll be the first pick of the game.
Back to throw.
It wasn't picked, but it wasn't complete either, so it didn't really cost us anything there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be done with this game. Yep. So we win 47-7. The defense only lets up 7 points without us controlling it. Let's look here. 136, 30 for 39, 334 yards, 76% for completion rating, 4 touchdowns. 143 yards for McCaffrey, 40 for Ruff, 5 for the fullback, and then 1 for the quarterback with the touchdown, obviously. Stephon Diggs led the team in receiving yards with 135, 2 touchdowns. 64 for Thielen, 54 for Edelman, 32 for McCaffrey, 27 for Rudolph, and 14 for James. Blocking, any sacks let up? No sacks let up today. That's different. We had 1.5 for Richardson, 1 for Watt, 1 for Hunter, 1 for Joseph, and 1 for Griffin. And then we had 1 pick by Webster and Recaro. 4 for 4 for Tucker in terms of kicks today. Let's go ahead and leave this game. We'll simulate to next week, see where we stand in the division. We're probably not going to have upped any spots, but we might be tied with someone for the worst in the division, which will, for some reason, be a step up for us, which is weird to say. Thielen gets an upgrade. Let's go ahead and give him his, obviously, keep him a scheme fit here. He gets 1 carrying, 2 catching traffic, 1 catching, 1 elusiveness, 1 medium route, and 1 release. Okay, so I feel like the addition of Jalen Smith definitely helped out the defense a little bit. Hopefully he continues to do that. Let's move next week and see what the division looks like. See if we moved any spots where I don't think we would have. Or let me upgrade field general because it'll give him a boost anyways. Awareness, play action, throw accuracy deep, throw accuracy mid, and throw accuracy short were all upped. So that was a good thing to do. So here are his ratings: 92 throw power, 79 deep, 71 or 91 mid, 89 short, 80 awareness, 80 throw on run. Play action is at 79, and what's that say? I can't tell what that says. Throw under pressure, I think that is 84. He doesn't have great secondary ratings. I mean, his speed's a little bad, but his acceleration and agility is okay for a quarterback. His injury is good, his stamina is great, and his toughness is pretty good. And he's actually the 25th ranked quarterback at this stage, and he's still a rookie, so keep that in mind. Okay, so did we make up any ground in the division? We actually did. We're number 3 in the division now, only 2 games behind, so that's a good thing to see. Do we actually want to re-sign anybody here? But we obviously did not want Morgan back. Right outside, we'll actually end up maybe trying to keep this guy, give him like $300K and 1.5 salary, see if he stays, and he does. And we don't really need this guy, so we're just going to offer him the baseline that he's asking for. Everything aside the salary is great, so I might up the salary by like 2, and then if he doesn't accept it, we'll let him walk. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what the stats are now. So he's actually 1st in the league in passing yards and 3rd in the league in touchdowns and 5th in the league in passer rating. So he's actually doing pretty well this year despite the picks that he has, which he has 11 right now. Not great. And let's see. Yep, he won this week's Offensive Player of the Week for the NFC. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we'll be playing the Eagles and see if we can potentially overtake the Packers in the division. Don't know why I did it like that. Okay.